Good morning again. Before we get started, let me ask y'all to turn on the like button, comment, uh, like, and share. Uh, you can find me on Anchor, Spotify, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So, again, I'm back, man. Just, some stuff been on my mind ever since I shared that video a couple of days ago about the sit down with the sister between the mother and the son. And in this scenario, the guy was married to a young lady. Had three. In fact, she was RN. Had three boys, and he trying to figure out how to get some love out of his mother and some respect out of his mother. I know y'all saw the video if y'all on my page. So that scenario is so prevalent in our communities. It run rampant, throughout our single parent households, and sometimes in the households where there's a man in the house. And just because a man in the house, y'all, that don't mean he running it. I'm just gonna say that out loud. But what our women are doing that they don't know they're doing is they turn our community of men into a community of chumps. That's why I said on one of my videos in a moment of frustration that most of your mamas ain't SHIT, ain't shit. And a lot of us don't want to hear that, because we are geared to love our mothers. We are geared that way. Psychologically, spiritually, we just, we have a desire to love on the person that produced us, or helped produce us, or pushed us out. We don't give enough credit to, we don't give enough credit to dad laying it down. We don't give enough credit to dad, semen floating up through, getting up through all those millions of other little sperm cells trying to get there for you to come out. We don't take into consideration how tough of a job, how strong his semen have to be in order for you to come out. We're not taught like that. We're not geared like that. So, we have is a breakdown, a mental breakdown, a mental breakdown in understanding what we're supposed to be doing. Like she said, it was a time in our communities when the boys became a certain age, the fathers would come get them and take them and raise them to be that man that he's supposed to be. That's considered kidnapping in this country. They lock us up for trying to take responsibility. Don't try to take responsibility to raise your child like our community suggests that we used to do. So we're in a peculiar situation where there's no influence on this young male, and now you're hearing throughout an influx of murderous music. I catch it every now and then. I listen to some of it just to see and keep abreast of what they're talking about and how they're feeling and what's going on. Oh man, our young men in that music that they laying down, they displaying that they hate their fathers. There's not a love. They wasn't there for them. They wasn't. They wasn't this spectacular person that your mama thought, like that young man's mama thought. I can get real retarded with this if I want to, but I'm not. But I'm gonna say that we have to start taking a hard look, us men, at our own families and what's being done to the men folks in the families by the women folks that you love. And I know we got this thing in our community today. It's not your child. Ain't none of your business. You didn't have it. You ain't taking care of it. You ain't got no business saying nothing to me about mine. And to a certain point, I agree with you 1,000%. But when that grow up and start intriguing, imposing themselves on my reality, on the reality of which they're imposing on the world today, see, we got a problem with that. You got a problem with your son rapping about killing and murdering and killing and more murdering of black people, black men and women and children. That's what they're talking about, murdering. That's your child. When your child, and don't get me wrong, y'all ain't no saint sitting here talking to you. I've been locked up 20 plus years of my life. Ain't no saint sitting here talking to you. I paid my debt to society. And as a man with this gray in his face, I'm realizing a lot of stuff that I was doing to the people that I was doing it to. I can't make no excuse. I can't make no excuse for not knowing. They got the law that says ignorance is not a reality. Just because you didn't know don't mean we ain't gonna lock you up for it. Ignorance is not an excuse. So in my older age, in my wise days, I'm realizing that a lot of the stuff that I was doing might not have been the best that I could have been doing for us as a people, but you gotta understand I wasn't taught us as a people. I wasn't taught we all need to go along and get along. I wasn't taught that I need to respect my neighbors. Wasn't raised like that. And don't get me wrong, I sincerely believe that personally my mom did the best she could do with what she had. I give her that. But y'all, we gotta get personal. We gotta get real. We sit around one another all day. Well, I used to. I got a beautiful, y'all see her. I got a beautiful wife now. But we just sit around all day and talk about women and the things that they do and the things that we do, and so I know you know. I know you don't want to include your grandmama and your mama and your sisters and your aunties and your female cousins. You can't look at them sexually the same as you look at these females and what they're doing, but you gotta understand that same female and how you did what you did, and everybody else done what they done, and knowing that, knowing there wasn't nothing there, hoping, maybe you can make do with, and then you find out that too hard of a fight, too hard of a grind, too hard of an uphill battle. So you do what a lot of people do, a lot of men do. You find your exit. Joe Biden said regarding the Putin, I'm laughing at y'all. Where's his off ramp at? When things are so tough and things are so difficult, man, you got to find an exit. You can't tolerate this and that, man. You just got to find an exit. And it don't matter who you is. It could be, it could be my mom. It could be your mom. It could be, whoever that guy was dealing with. It made you. So it's like, we're in a precarious situation when it comes to talking about our own situations. That's why I make a point to tell my guys when they come around me, man, look, don't talk to me about nobody else. If you ain't got nothing to talk about within your own world, your own reality, then don't say nothing about nobody else. So I don't feel comfortable talking about nobody else if I can't speak about my own. So if there's some wrong that somebody done in the family, then they need to straighten it out. We all need to talk about it. We need to stop, because we see what's going on. We need to stop acting like we ain't got no say or we can't do anything. Again, I'm seeing all these, these people around here hurting, losing their babies. I seen it on the news last night where I live at, here in Lansing, Michigan. I moved up to number 17 on the most dangerous places to live. Watch that. And granted, they say a whole lot of people like, I think it was Chicago, LA, or somebody, LA and New York, I think, didn't participate. So 50%, I guess, did or didn't. So the 50% out of the 50% that did participate, Lansing still at 17. He was at 20 a couple years ago. I told y'all a couple years ago it wasn't going to get no better. I'm going to tell y'all now, it's only going to get worse. Because we don't have ears to hear. Free book bags ain't going to cut the mustard. Free lunches ain't going to cut the mustard, y'all. You have to get involved. You got to teach them how to tie their shoe. You got to teach them how to pull their boots up. You got to teach them how to, roll their sleeves up and fight for what they want. They need a purpose. They need to know that there's something better than what they experienced thus far. And we don't do that. If y'all don't do that with y'all kids gonna keep killing each other because of what their mama done taught them. Because what their mama haven't done, they haven't loved them. They haven't cared for your men. I know you think because they wipe them, clean them, bathe them, put food in this, they have to. They'll go to jail if they don't. So you gotta understand, just because you leave them then they look like they all right. I've seen a lot of little boys getting snatched up and snatched around like their arm getting snatched out of socket. Probably some of y'all sons. And y'all have seen it happen to the little girls too. That's why I say sometimes that a woman ain't got no business with no child by herself, male or female. Because in a moment of anger, y'all be surprised what some of these mothers are doing to these little boys. And then again, some of y'all wouldn't be surprised because you know what I'm talking about. You're doing it to your own. You ain't been taught no better. You don't have no coping skills. You're mad now because I'm saying what I'm saying. Well, Again, I ain't hard to find. I'm in Lansing, Michigan. I ain't looking for nobody to do nothing to me. All I'm doing is trying to figure out how we can help ourselves, how we can do better. And if you're snatching on your son, if you're talking to him like you're a dog, if you look like his daddy and ain't gonna never come of nothing good, yeah, I'm talking to you. You get mad. Like I said, been locked up 20 plus years about this same stuff I'm talking to y'all about. And I ain't throwing stones at nobody, because I don't want to hurt nobody, because I can say some things that could really, really hurt. I'm trying to fix this situation, y'all. Not just in my family, but I'm trying to give y'all an avenue, man, where you can fix it in your own. You gotta understand. Same thing you see at the club and at the bar. The same thing raising you. Same thing you do to the same thing your daddy did. Know what you're dealing with. Know who you're dealing with. If your daddy left because of this, that, and the third. Oh, I said third. Is you watching third? This, that, and the third. If he left, you're gonna get mad because of what you heard her say about him leaving. That he ain't nothing. He don't love you. He don't want to take care of you. If he wanted to be around you, if he wanted to see you, he'll be here. Y'all all heard it. A lot of y'all heard it. None of y'all gonna say nothing though. Y'all pass the videos on, somebody you don't know. Charleston White, Big Pookie, Papa Doug. See, you can send that on. You ain't got to personally agree with that, It's just a post. So you know me. Be agreeing with what I'm talking about then if you say something. But I see y'all. I was telling my wife, my beautiful black wife. I was telling my wife, I said beautiful black wife so many times I forgot what I was talking. But I was telling my beautiful wife, man, that I lost my train of thought. That's what she do to me. So I don't want y'all to think that I don't like women. I got a problem with women. I got a problem with what we're doing, or what we're allowing our women to do, what we're seeing them do. And we hoping somebody intervene other than ourselves. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Let me leave you with this at 18:32 on the clock. If they saw us do better, if they saw us talking and communicating, if they saw me and you building big bridges, black man, if they saw us speaking to each other at the gas station, if they saw us acting like we give a damn about one another, or give a damn about whether your child was the one that was murdered or not, if we done things to bring us together, to talk about the issues, if we did that, we can change a lot of this stuff by in the morning. But because we won't. Not because we can't, but because we ain't. It's too much of a pride to swallow. We got hurt too many people that we care about. Just like y'all in war, ain't no bloodshed, no freedom if it ain't no bloodshed. That's Ukraine. If we want some freedom, if we want to break away from what we're doing, man, we're going to have to hurt some people. We're going to have to cause a little pain. We know we got band-aids, we got gauze, and we got tape, and we can fix it. But we got to take the initiative. And if you don't, it ain't on me. It's on you. I'll let you do it.